Turkey's fight against terror with both PKK and ISIS continued. Non-governmental organizations held mass rallies against the PKK, and as these were happening, refugees hoping to cross into Europe gathered at Istanbul's main bus terminal and along the highway en route to the border province of Edirne. 14 prominent civil society organizations led thousands of people in a rally against terror attacks in the capital Ankara on Thursday. Protesters shouted slogans that called for no to terrorism and yes to brotherhood. And on Sunday, there was another anti-terror rally, this time in Istanbul. It was dubbed Millions of Voices as One Against Terror and drew nearly 2 million people. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu were also there, and they promised to punish those they said were trying to divide the nation. Terror attacks by the PKK also sparked rallies in Turkey's east and southeast. More than 600 civil society organizations organised protests in various provinces, including Diyarbakir, to condemn the PKK. People called on the militant group, both in Turkish and Kurdish, to lay down its arms. Hundreds of Syrian refugees started to march from Istanbul to Turkey's western border. They decided to reach Europe on foot after a number of refugee boats sank in the Aegean and Mediterranean seas. Bulgaria responded to the news by sending more than 1,000 troops to its border with Turkey. But Turkish police stopped those refugees at Istanbul's main bus terminal from travelling to Edirne. In return, they demonstrated at the terminal for days, and those who reached Edirne on foot were not allowed entry to the city. Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu then met with 6 representatives of the Syrian refugees who had been waiting in Edirne and Istanbul. The Prime Minister urged them to end their walk to the border until they're allowed entry into Europe. Turkey also promised refugees that it's willing to send them across the border by plane if a European country accepts them. On the last day of the week, political parties in Turkey submitted their candidate lists to the Supreme Election Board ahead of the November 1st snap election. Representatives of the parties brought their list to the election board in person. The board has since confirmed the elections will feature 27 parties. The government announced there will be high-level security at the ballot and has notified all 81 governorships to increase their safety measures.